Good morning, everybody. It is 2 o'clock in the morning. We are inside the Homework House here on Avalon Street in Avalon Village. This is the area that, if you have seen some of our live shots earlier, it was really busy. It was crowded. They do snacks and food for the kids. Over here, they do a lot of different classes and lessons, enrichment, mindfulness. They even sometimes come in and do like martial arts. They do a lot of great things in this community as they try to build up the younger children in terms of building their future for what's next. Who knows what they're going to be? Maybe a local teacher, maybe a business owner. And that brings us to our next story. I want you to meet a lady by the name of Kristine Ferguson. She is a local mom of two, lives here in Highland Park, has lived here since she was 11 years old, has opened up a local business called Backstitch over on Woodward. We caught up with her to talk a little bit about what it's like to run a business here in the city of Highland Park. So how long have you had the business?
This is our fourth year.
Okay.
This is our fourth year. So this is the year where we're, trying to make it make sense and see how we can continue, move forward and grow.
Right. Okay. And you keep working because I don't want to delay you, but you keep doing it. Keep doing your stuff. So, okay, what's the benefit of being in Highland Park, and what's the challenge?
The benefit is I feel like it's a needed service for the community, and just kind of like observing other like well-to-do communities. They have a tailor, and then they have like delis and like just basic things that people can kind of like stay local for, and just kind of feeling the need, but also like feeding the need to want to, my want to sew and be accessible to the community.
So you're right here in Woodward, right in the heart of Highland Park. What's the challenge?
This is actually a really good space, but the challenge is just off the top of my head is like just internet. It's very weird.
Internet here for your business?
Yeah, it's like, I think it's something to do with the building being old.
Okay.
I mean, I can get internet, but it just kind of like goes up and down. But there's also the water. That's
okay.
It's doubled as far as like water payment. So just because you can't have a business license unless your water bill is paid. And so since I'm a resident as well as a business owner, it's a double thing for me. So I have to make sure the water's paid for the business as well as my resident. And
we all know that this whole city has been hit with that water bill.
Yes, yes.
Give me some idea, if you don't mind me asking.
No, no problem.
What's the water bill?
So it used to be like around like 140, 120, something like that, and that's doubled. Like so now it's like you're looking at a $280 bill.
For what time period?
That's a month. That's a month.
For this business?
That's for residential, and then like for the business, it went from 70 to about 140. So
wow.
I was at the water company today because they denied my business license to be renewed, which I'll get it in order. But because they said I had an outstanding water bill, which to my knowledge is not true because I make sure I pay it before I apply for the license. So just figuring out like what they're doing on that back end.
Right.
But
so this whole water bill issue, you're struggling as a homeowner, and then now it potentially affects you running this business, which really we need the business to support the community.
Yes.
So it's a cycle.
Yes. Yep.
So what's going to happen? What do you think?
Well, I don't know. Like they've said that there's like different programs and things like that. I don't know what there are for businesses yet. I'm looking into that, but they have it's an application you can fill out for, as far as like the residential side of it, for I think the water drainage.
Okay.
And to kind of like take that off of your bill.
Okay.
So, but it's a process. You have to fill that out and make sure, all the T's are crossed. And,
are you getting the information you need?
I feel like you have to ask. Like, so if you don't really know or know what to ask, and I just said that.
Right, then you're stuck, and then you get hit, and then your license doesn't get approved.
Exactly.
Okay, so we need to figure out a way for you to get at least the information you need, right? And then know the steps to take.
Yes.
Okay, so we need to work on better communication from City Hall to residents and to businesses. Okay.
Yes.
So we'll follow up on that for you because that you need that.
Yes.
Right? Okay. Meantime, show me around. What are we doing? What's your big business? You said prom?
Yeah. Right now it's prom.
Okay.
Kind of tapering off. Okay. This is one of the last things. I actually have a customer just out waiting for it.
Okay.
We're just gonna do some minor tailoring. It's in a little in pieces because we're gonna just do some tapering, tucking, all of that good stuff. This is generally where I work, which
Okay.
is, it gets messy in
You
here.
said you work here and your kids do their homework here.
Yes, I do. Like, my kid left his homework folder, but he took his homework, so
All right.
this is the
But
last.
I like that because then they see a working mom doing business
Yeah.
and you're not far from home.
No.
And you can balance it.
And then, like, my family's a super big help because my mom also lives in Highland Park.
Okay.
She's like right on McLean, so it's a block over. So
Okay.
she'll come up.
How do you do pick up from school?
Sometimes I'll leave from here and I'll just leave a note. And my customers are pretty understanding because, like,
So you go get the
everybody
kids,
knows. Yeah.
come back, but they know you're coming back. Mm-hmm. Okay.
They know I'm coming back. And then, like, they're really patient. They're like, oh, how are the kids? I had a customer, just quick blurb, and because I'm very thankful for her, she's also, like, a substitute teacher. And I was really struggling with just getting my kid to do his homework. And he was giving me a time. And she came in while I was getting her things. I said, okay, let me get her daughter was going to prom. So she's getting her prom dress together. And then she calmed him down and got him to do his homework. So
I love that.
and
It takes a village, right?
it does.
Oh.
And I feel like this is kind of like a village space. And I like it for the community. I want to keep providing it for the community. It's just,
You need the infrastructure so your business can succeed.
yes.
And your biggest obstacle is water.
At the moment, yes.
Okay.
Yep.
What else is an obstacle? Anything else?
I mean, there's things. There's not a lot of real estate. Like, ideally, it would be nice to own your own space.
Okay.
This is not a terrible space. The landlord is awesome.
Right.
He's fantastic. It's just, there will be rent raises.
Right.
And
Yeah.
kind of have to adjust, pricing to the rent raises
Right,
and
right.
things like that. So just maybe possibly finding, like, other places to
That
be.
you could own.
Yes.
So is
'Cause,
that your
like,
dream?
There's, like, not a lot of parking.
True.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, like, it's either the gas station or the street parking. And with
Okay.
the other businesses, they have a flow too.
Yeah.
Like the barber shop. You
Yeah.
have, I think it's a health and wellness spa
Right.
that they have down there. And, like, when it fills up,
Yeah, you need someone to park because they don't want to park 2 blocks away.
exactly.
Because
I have some very patient customers.
Yeah.
Like, they've parked around the corner several times.
Okay.
I would prefer them not to.
Right.
But,
Okay. Where are we going to be in 5 years? Where do you hope to be?
I hope to have, like, an actual, like, building that I own.
Okay.
Possibly be mobile. Like,
Okay.
I think it'd be
Ooh.
really nice to
Oh, I
have,
like that.
Yeah, I
Right?
think it'd be really nice to have, like, a mobile aspect of the business. I can pick up, drop off. And then I'd like to be more involved with, like, senior centers because
Ooh.
they can't really, like, readily come here. It's just something that I kind of, like, noticed. So then if I had a mobile aspect, then I can just go there, set up or do whatever, do my pickups, and, like, the gentleman can give me, or whomever, can give me their pants to shorten and just, like, hymns.
Get it done
alterations,
quickly.
'cause they
Right.
need it.
If you make
Yeah.
it easy for them, you're going to get the business.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yep.
So folks are watching. Backstitch.
Yes.
And what's the address?
12521 Woodward.
Okay. Come on
right
by.
in Highland Park.
I would love to get some support for your business and
Please
help you
do.
out,
I would-
right?
yes.
That'd
Yes.
be cool. That would be cool. All right. Thank you.
Yes. Thanks for coming in. Thank you.
Yeah. And if you do want to support that business, again, it's called Backstitch. It is on Woodward, and Kristen would love the support of folks who live in Highland Park. Maybe you're just driving through to the city, from the city, and you need some tailoring done. Check it out. Again, Backstitch. Meantime, we are back enjoying really the quiet of the homework house and these little nooks and crannies where you've got little libraries here. You've got inspirational signs like beautiful girls. You can do hard things. I love stuff like that. It's still quiet here in Highland Park, and that seems to be really a typical thing. I mean, obviously we have reported on crime and things like that in this community, but there is a decrease in crime. We'll be meeting with the police chief in about 2 hours to talk a little bit about what is being done to make the streets safer here in this community. So make sure to stay tuned to Local 4 Plus as we bring you more live content. We'll be back in another hour, give you a little check-in in terms of what's going on here in the middle of the night in Highland Park. And we also have an interview with the mayor that we want to share with you, an extended cut that we have not aired yet. And there's some really important topics we're going to be talking about that. So that is in the 3 o'clock hour. We will send it back to our live streaming cameras, and make sure to check on clickondetroit.com for extra stories that weren't able to make the air, but there's some really great written articles, and also the history of Highland Park. Definitely check that one out. All right. Thanks so much for watching.